You know, the amount of people at Blimmin' Malvern's, the feet are woohoo! This is fucking shit. What am I doing?
I like how he now comes on the podcast and barely speaks. Like, I'm not saying anything.
I've given up today. But anyway.
Hello and welcome to episode 12. This is the most dialed setup I could possibly have, right?
It is indeed, dude. I almost feel bad switching between cameras and coming back to this shonky pile of shit that I have back
home. Yeah, what, are you in a hospital or something? I'm in the Focus podcast studio. And let me tell you, this place is seriously dialed. It's so dialed that in the kitchen they have 2 dishwashers, which is a Rob Warner idea, which I think is an amazing idea, right? Because if you think about it, because then you don't need any storage. You just have a dirty dishwasher and you have a clean dishwasher. How good is that? You don't need
so one shelf. No cupboards?
No cupboards for stupid plates and you know, like all cups, all jingly jang, and you don't have to take it out, put it in there, take it out again, put it back in there. Stupid. These guys know what's up. Germans do things right, huh?
That is German engineering right there, isn't it? In a nutshell.
It is. I'm actually. My phone's here. I'm actually looking up second dishwashers. I don't know where it goes. Somewhere in the bike room, I think. How good is that though? Just 2 dishwashers, man. They do things right.
2 dishwashers, but like one has to be outside.
Yeah. My setup obviously wouldn't be as dialed, but yeah.
No.
How are you?
Mate, I wish I just... Good. Thank you. Yeah, I feel good today, dude. Yeah, feeling great. I just been had one of my super productive days, so I'm feeling on top of the world right now.
Come on, what'd you do? I want to hear it. I want to hear it hour by hour, even like minute by minute.
Oh, I can do hour by hour pretty easily. I literally just have to bring up this spreadsheet. That's how creepy I am. It's like the
live a different life. Dude. Let's hear it. What's the hour by hour?
So start at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. started with a walk, and an hour-long block of walking, which takes you to 8 a.m. 8 a.m. was breakfast, in brackets, with coffee. Breakfast with coffee. That was at 8 a.m. We then move on to 8:30 a.m., which is reading time. 8:30 to 8:30 until 9 a.m. is reading time. Nothing else happens within that time. You let
really?
The coffee
What's
sing.
Reading an hour?
Oh, I just read like pretty much a paragraph of a book, because I keep going over it because I'm stupid. So it's funny. I said to Emma today that about 4 or 5 years ago I had no books, and now I've got 2 bookshelves, which is like really coming up in the world. I feel like, right?
And your house smells like rich mahogany.
Oh yeah, super rich mahogany. So that's to 9 a.m. 9 a.m. I work on Hook It and Sax. That takes you through to 11 a.m. and then 11 a.m. till 11:30 is meditation time. 11:30. 11:30 until 12 is yoga, stretching, and breath work. You know, when you're reading this out, it makes you feel so weird and creepy. Nothing is to chance on a Monday. Nothing happens that shouldn't happen by the minute. 12 until 12:30 is lunch. 12:30 until 1 o'clock is a walk. Again, second walk of the day. 1 till 3 p.m.
Have you had a shit yet? Did you factor that in?
Oh, I didn't factor that. I wondered why I was feeling a bit constipated. I've not been factoring shit in. Oh man. So then 1 till 3 is work, Red Bull, and also Sax, and a little bit of Hook It / other projects. That goes in there too.
Nice.
So then normally at 5 p.m. I'd be finishing, but I switched it around a little bit today. So at 3 o'clock I went for my walk / run, third walk of the day.
Yeah.
And today I managed to run a little bit as well, so that's why I'm feeling good.
Running?
Yeah, only a little bit, only like the length of the rugby pitch.
Well, you're good to go riding, right?
Yeah. Dude, I rode my bike for the first time on Saturday.
I saw! How's it feel?
Yeah. I mean, it was short, so yeah. It was good, man.
It felt really... Sure.
Yeah, it felt really nice just to go out and just cruise around just for 10... I think I was out for about 10 minutes.
Nice.
Which is I mean, it's pathetic, but like it's good at the end of the day. It's better than no minutes. So.
Do you know when you see newsreaders, by the way, dude? They always
you
have
literally look like a newsreader.
And I always wondered what they wear, and like I just have nothing on underneath. I think most newsreaders do that. They just have like, just top clothes and then nothing underneath. So that's good anyway. Hey, let's move on. We've got guests here today that I'd love to introduce.
How can we move on from that?
Not really, I got shorts on, I just thought that'd be a funny gag.
Okay, alright. Whereas me...
Right, today I'm going to be joined by Ebener and the one and only Ben Deakin. So,
wow.
yeah, I know, right?
Wow, we are honoured. It would have been so much easier for me to just come on the trip and then not just be having to deal with this, but it's still great.
Well, yeah, it would have. I don't know how, we wouldn't have really fitted you in here. I don't know where you'd have to sit with or Tony.
Easy Connie, there's a few bin heads and stuff, isn't there, you know?
Where's the bin? You're not going to bin head me.
Well,
I can't, there's no bins. You're looking around. So we've just come from Winterberg Dirtmasters.
Yeah,
and
I saw it. Looks sick.
My voice is gone because I was screaming at Oi Tony doing his race.
Okay, alright.
Yeah,
so
access downhill and the whip off and the Sam Reynolds corner and whatever else and the Farmer descent.
Hey, how crazy is it how famous Oi Tony is?
Oh, it's crazy. He's more famous than any German other people. He's
really?
Everywhere you go, you all just see like, oi, 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 oi.
Everywhere. Oi, oi. I lost count. There was too many.
Well, there we go.
He's mad.
237.
He's like, I tell you what, he's like the Hoff of mountain biking.
Yeah. That's a great nickname for you, actually. The Hoff of mountain biking. I like that. That's decent.
The Hoffinator.
Or the Hoof.
Yeah, more like the hoof, actually. I think the hoof. He gets his hoofs out.
The Hoof of mountain biking.
I think talking about getting hoofs out and that, you're quite hairy down there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Deeks. Great topic of conversation. Is this where we're at?
Yeah.
Hoofs. Well, how I got there was like horse hoofs are hairy, and then it just brought us on to our next subject, which we're dropping.
Deeks, brilliant work. You should have a podcast of your own.
You definitely should. Holy! So it's big in Germany. Is it the Oi Oi movement?
Not as big. Oh, there's quite a few things going on, which no doubt are going to be out in a video of various people. And
awesome!
Good.
Would there be more Oi Ois at the Dirtmasters or at Malvern's? What's the most Oi Ois?
It's hard. It's not a fair test because Dirtmasters was quite calmed down this year. Even though it wasn't calm, it's mental. Like so many people couldn't come, so they capped how many people were allowed. But all in, it was still so sick. I think we saw it with Pilgrim, didn't we? Like Pilgrim is honestly David Beckham of mountain biking. It was ridiculous.
He's tough to be around, dude. It's actually hard.
It got to the stage where we were like, just leave us alone, Sam, because people would be like, hey guys, where's Pilgrim? Where's Pilgrim? We're like, whoa.
Yeah, he gets one and then there's just a queue. It's insane, isn't it?
Wow.
But he's got what it is, it's the catchphrase.
Yeah.
So you've got Oi Oi, he's got Crackamoni.
I think he got like the woohoo.
Yeah. But I actually think you're young, you need a catchphrase. I've got roll it, kind of. It's not really shout it at.
Yeah, he even needs a catchphrase.
Come on, drop it. You got something?
He even needs a catchphrase. I was actually kind of thinking that, maybe our listeners could come up with a catchphrase for Even and then he could be stuck with it maybe for the rest of his adult life. I don't know. Just an idea.
100%. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
I agree.
Hashtag on my jersey.
Coming soon.
Or the hashtag blah 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 song.
Yeah.
Yeah, catchphrase for sure. Comment section people, let's see some catchphrase ideas.
David, you got a catchphrase?
Me, I don't think I have one, do I? I don't think so.
I don't know. After the hours of broadcasting, I feel like you should have a catchphrase.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, trying to think. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever said anything, or nothing's really ever stuck, has it? Really, I just.
What about like Stuart?
Oh yeah, Stuart's. Yeah, there was that. There was Dolph that was in there for a little bit. People were definitely saying that. You know, I think obviously the chicken thing stuck. I'm surprised I'm not called Cluck Cluck or something. That'd probably stick.
It could just be Cluck Cluck. People could shout Cluck Cluck.
Cluck,
and then when you,
yeah.
it'd be pretty tough, wouldn't it? Oh, that's because yeah.
I feel like you should have. If you're gonna have a catchphrase, it's got to be something that you like. You don't mind hearing shouted a lot. Like oi oi probably does get.
No. I was going to say, David, believe me, I'm pretty.
Gets annoying.
It's got a bit much now. When you think it started in a bus shelter in my hometown, I say that wearing oi socks right here.
It's relentless. I feel like you want people shouting something that you like. I don't know, like if you went with like big dick and everyone, whenever you're riding, people are like big dick.
Big dick, go on, big dick. Yeah. Maybe you could have that.
Yeah, you could have that one. You can just be big dick.
Jerseys.
And you know, that'd be Langer Schlanger.
Langer Schlanger.
Langer Schlanger.
No, but Predator, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all right.
Langer Schlanger.
What, than oi oi?
No, as far as like Langer Schlanger rather than Big Dick.
You need to get creative because otherwise Langer Schlanger is gonna stick.
Please, if anyone could come up with something else.
Langer Schlanger.
Really, I would even maybe pay for something else.
You'd pay to not have Langer Schlanger. It's kind of cool though.
I like it.
You can't really choose, right?
Kleiner Schlanger.
Kleiner Schlanger.
You got that?
Yeah.
I'm taking oi oi then.
Kleiner Shop.
And
we've covered a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, Langer Schlanger. Langer Schlanger's good. Langer
It's not
Schlanger's
bad.
good. I think what's also pretty interesting is like most of our listeners are gonna know two of our guests pretty well. You know, Ollie, everyone knows you super well. Everyone knows Deeks from again the oi oi thing, from wearing Kenny, fucking selling photos of his feet, whatever. But like, that was, dude, talk about selling your soul. But then we've also got Even on, who's like, who's new.
Exactly.
He's new to the podcast family.
He's new to the podcast, yeah.
And he's a super sick guy. And
He is,
I'll stop it. Come on. There you go, yeah.
So how would we like introduce the podcast family to Even? Like what are the things that we need to know? Like how did you get into riding? Let's do like a brief like Q&A sort of vibe, just so people know where you're at and why we've let you come on here.
Can we indeed interview Even then? Because then yeah. Hey. Okay. Cool. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Even. How did you start your riding career?
I didn't start it as a career. I started for fun, and I'm still doing it for fun. Now I've started doing dirt jumping. I think probably 15 plus years ago.
Right.
And now I'm turned out to do all sorts of stuff, enduro, e-biking, and right now I'm the teammate of these two faces. And it turns out at the moment and on these trips that I'm kind of like managing all the commands from Mo and translating them to their language. And they're like,
true.
"Oh, do you have your mask? And you just like be at 8 at breakfast. We're gonna leave. Come on, guys. And figure out the
He is the youngest, but he is the most responsible.
It is true.
It is true.
Yeah. It is true.
It is true. Yeah, he does a very good job keeping us in check for sure.
That works. Perfect addition to the team for sure.
Big time.
If people want to know more, just a heads up, there's a really good, like, you did a documentary sort of thing with Focus called Childhood, right? Which is, we'll put a...
Yeah, right. I did with
We'll put a link.
From home, which is pretty much probably what Brandon is to Ollie, is texted to me, so you could check it out and see a lot of stuff where I'm from and how we started.
Awesome. So how long have you been on Focus Team?
It was 2018 for the first Audi 9s when it wasn't the quarry, and I would like to become a 9-night thing, and then this Focus sponsored it, and so it got along, and this where I met Olly, and then have you been there the year after?
Yeah,
and then I think 2018, it started, still going.
There you go.
He does really, really massive jumps on his Sam. Well, I've actually your bike went pretty viral, wasn't it? It's like the Sam.
He's got the Triple Crown forks on the Sam, right?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got like fest-sized jumps. What's the thing that you?
It's I think from Loose Riders. They do in Slovenia flat out days it's called, and they have like almost flat out days jump size, like 20 plus 25 meter jumps.
Oh, actually,
jump lines,
we should actually put in the video. Can we put in your massive case? I'm really sorry to do this to you. Like even
welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, this case up, but it was monumental case.
It was last year.
Yeah, and if you actually, it's.
Where's the footage? Can I get the footage somewhere?
Yeah, we'll send it to you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's just take his whole career.
Okay, and then
break it down to one big case. My only crash the whole year.
All right. Yeah. Okay, we'll also include. Okay, so you're allowed to send Davey the case, but then you're also allowed to send him another clip that's really sick, and then you can put that in.
Then I take the case and a clip of Deakinator last night.
Why are you bringing? I'm not being mean to you, and you're bringing me in.
Then Olly.
So you send one clip of the case, which we'll put in here, and then a random clip, which is going to go here.
Yeah,
exactly. And
exactly.
it can be anything. It can be anything.
There we go. It's exciting.
General, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
So how is Winterberg then? Let's talk that. Let's talk about the Dirtmasters, because we haven't really, have we? I know, obviously.
We glossed over it.
We glossed over it.
It's really cool to be back at an event where there's that many people. Really, like it was restricted. Winterberg in the past has probably been busier, but it was still a massive event. Not something I'm used to. And actually, I've been to a couple of World Cups, and Winterberg feels like, it's a small mountain. Could you even call it a mountain?
Yeah, it's a small hill, let's say. I think it's like 150, 200 meters of elevation.
Yeah. It's like a normal size hill back home, isn't it?
Yeah. But with like 4 chairlifts. Is it 4?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I think that whole Winterberg has 16 plus, but 3 chairlifts only for the bike park.
Dude, think how crazy that is. Where I live is 270 meters of elevation.
Yeah.
And 0 chairlifts.
Maybe
do you say 16?
16 plus, yeah, 100%. It could be more because in the winter it's probably obviously the Alps of the Netherlands, pretty much. So all the Dutch people coming over, it's closer than just driving to the Alps for them. So
it's true. Why don't more like UK bike park? Like, why doesn't Bike Park Wales just buy a lift, guys? Just get a second-hand one,
Yeah, they must be available.
Why don't we get one at Rogate?
Dude, chairlift at Rogate. Dude, come on.
Get one at Farmer John's. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The UK needs more chairlifts, dude.
It does. It is lacking. Is there even a bike park with a chairlift? Or am I being an idiot, though?
No, well, there's Glencoe, Fort William, nothing else.
That's not really
of course, Fort William.
Quite hard,
yeah, but there's nothing else, is there?
No, it's all shuttles.
How interesting is that? We need more chairs. But where can you buy second-hand ones?
But all these chairlifts have been there for the winter. Yeah. And now they're only... So, I don't know, do you guys have winter? With snow?
Only in Scotland, that's exactly where the...
1 or 2 days, it wouldn't be the best ski season, would it?
Loads of rocks and
I tell you what, when it snows in the UK, what it reminds me of is Sports Day, where the parents come.
Yeah.
And the parents really hurt themselves. Because they're like, this is the one day that I do sports, and the same with
time to shine.
Yeah, it's my time to exactly. And the same happens in snow. You get like 50-year-old dudes trying backflips off 1 foot high stages, don't you? Right?
That's it.
I've still yet to go snowboarding or skiing in my life. Never done it.
Haven't you?
Well, be careful, David. To be honest, it's quite lethal.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
I just. Keep your feet grounded for now, son.
Yeah. My friend got me to sign up to a course which could be quite dangerous. You know, paramotoring, where you sit in a chair and you strap a desk fan to your back and you just float around.
Yes, and you're in
I'm doing a
sleep
paramotoring cut. We spoke about this once, right? And I was like, this is like the most underrated hobby ever.
It is, right?
I'm finally doing a course. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get one.
Do you know what else? It gives you another chance to use your noise cancelling Skull Candy headphones, because that thing's going to be loud, isn't it? You've basically got a Briggs and Stratton strapped to your back, just bouncing. Like, any chance of it being peaceful is fucking out the window, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's peaceful when it shuts off, but probably quite scary at the same time.
Yeah, right. Then you just float down, right? Oh,
yeah,
that's
I think
amazing.
it's relatively safe, but yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, dude. Like, why not? Beautiful place to do it, where I live, like in the Peak District. It's insane.
Hey, why don't you get roller skates, cut the bottom off the sleeping bag as well, and then you can add your own twist to it.
Yeah, could do, yeah. Yeah, skate
cool.
paramotoring.
Yeah.
I think it's got legs on it.
I like the sound of that.
It's got legs, yeah. So
Hey,
what events did you guys do at what's it called?
We start with Mr. Event himself.
Mr. Event himself, I thoroughly enjoyed the entire event without entering any, which is
I was going to
exactly
say, I feel like Deeks is, known for entering anything and everything with pride, whereas you just don't bother.
You did the downhill
and the whip off.
And you did the whip off and
The cash for tricks.
cash for tricks. And he made some money, right?
Made the money for knack, and then I went off and let
How
the
much
other
you-
guys do
How much you
the
get
tricks.
for the knack?
75 quid.
75 quid for a knack. Not bad going.
Shout
Cha-ching!
out to Eric Fetko for actually pulling out for that.
Really, he
So
did.
he didn't. Yeah, it was a tie between me and him, and then he obviously gets enough money in the competition every single year, and it's been like every single year enter this competition. So David, what it is like, it's the best trick jam, and they just make up categories, and then the crowd can decide which one was the best whip, the best neck, the best triple flip combo, whatever, and then they give out money for that. And every single year since Eric Fetko is probably 15, it's always comes down to necks and whips, me and him. And then I don't know how much money he got, and this year he was like, I can have 75 quid. And he's always like, oh, got it probably 6 years in a row or whatever. I won it once when he was injured.
Really? That Red Bull helmet changed things.
It's not easy.
How did you get on, Deeks? In the downhill?
In my category, got 7th. But in the real race, which I'm sure is going to be broadcast on Sam Reynolds' channel, he's got one of his mates who doesn't ride at all. And what's his actual real name? Nature with
Chris. You can probably recognise
Oh, he'd go out there with him.
Nature with Chris
came out, yeah.
And he's had all sorts of names given to him this trip, like Farmer Chris, Astronaut Chris. Anyway, cut long story short, we're all there to watch this bloke who's clearly shitting himself, never raced in his life, and he didn't disappoint, he crashed on the first corner, and we're just like, bro!
We'll send you the clip, you'll love it.
Yeah, so good.
But he did such a good job, and it was so cool to see someone who's like, obviously you only hang out with like people that have been riding for like 10 years plus, right? So when you hang out with someone with like renewed enthusiasm or not enthusiasm, he was shitting himself. Right, so European Cup downhill race, it's like proper, it's a start gate, it's a downhill track. He's literally went down a couple of 20-second hills.
He's ridden in Sam's garden.
Yeah, so he's in at the deep end. Good old Chris was strapped up, full body armour, knee pads, full face. He had a monster helmet.
Pink shorts.
He literally had Sam's Monty helmet. He looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did.
And he had like the pink shorts, the jeans ones.
Yeah. But it was his first race, and CA Greenwood as well. CA Greenwood.
Did CA race?
CA raced as well, yeah.
Wow.
So it was wicked to see those guys go through all of the like emotions of like doing, I guess, your first race, which was I mean, when I did my first race, I think I was 14 or something. Like how scared I was insane. Yeah. It wasn't a European Cup downhill race. It was a pedal out.
I can't believe they didn't like bully you into at least entering. You're just not feeling it.
I'm unbullyable. I can't be bothered. You see how even
It's
Deeks
events.
was-
It's just events.
it's
of Ollie.
so
Just-
much.
Honestly, Dave, it's
You
not
have to go
worth
to like
it.
meetings and this and that. I didn't even have a full face with me.
Which
Okay.
really,
I thought you'd done the whip off because I commented, I seen the carve up the lip. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
greased it.
I have a full face and like protection, and I enjoy just being there and watching. It's fun.
Yeah. You're filming out there as well.
Really.
Yeah, we've been filming. Benny's actually here. CU Productions
Benny.
is here. Benny, you can come round and wave into the camera if you want.
Yeah, please do, Benny. Please do. Please make an appearance.
Oh, you're gonna knock it over. Hey, Benny!
Yay!
What's that?
The man.
Talking about like nicknames and that. What's Benny's new nicknames?
Well, Benny's self-appointed his new nickname actually.
Self-appointed.
Yeah, he's what is it, Benny?
Basically,
Introduce yourself to your
God,
new
just
nickname.
the properly. Why we know you for your nickname? No. Turn around. Face us. Face us.
Benny, get out of it. We've also got Mo. Mo's the producer of this show. All we get is a hand. Is that all we get?
Oh, I
Come
can't
on.
believe we've not got Mo on yet. I really can't.
Yeah, Mo's actually the athlete manager here at Focus. Come on, Mo, get in.
Go on,
Mo's
Squeeze
a
him in.
supporter of the podcast as well. So this is
Legend. Straight.
full house today, dude.
It's full
Come on,
house.
Mo.
This is crazy.
No, isn't
But you have been riding, so
I
Yeah,
speak.
You know when we watch this back, they're like a massive gap because obviously we only see us four there.
Yeah.
Is it like a massive gap either side?
I
So
don't
it's a
maybe.
massive gap for all like this.
Just get cozy. We're just one big happy family. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Genius.
Isn't it? Yeah, this is nice. Hey, do you know what I'm gonna do? Is my so what I've been watching this week. All right.
I like the notes, man. I'm into it.
Notes, yeah. I normally have my book. You can't normally see it, but obviously we're in a professional studio here, so I'm going to mess it up with my piece of paper. But my watching is Clickbait on Netflix, and I thought specifically your mum probably will like watching this, so she likes the suggestions, doesn't she? And it's really
She
good.
loves the suggestions. Yeah,
And then
I'll pass that on.
And Deeks has done the listening to this week.
No. Let's be honest. You've bullied me into finding something. At
This
the
is
top
it.
of a
Yeah,
hat
but this is
and
what
I chose
Deeks
this
put
one.
on the stereo.
So it made me
Okay.
laugh.
So, yeah.
Just see
So
where-
the listening to is Cack Hat and Cad, just how you like it.
And you really need to pay fine attention to the lyrics.
Yeah. This
Okay,
is-
all right. What sort of vibe is it? What,
This
is it hip hop? What is it?
It's not
I'd love to
family
put it on
friendly.
now, but we can't.
It's not
No,
family
we-
friendly, really.
But it's going in
Okay.
anyway. So I'll send you the link.
Something about punching
Yes.
like women's bits.
Oh,
No.
Deeks.
No.
What was your what have you been watching? I'm actually interested. Like, you get to the end of a long, hard day, you know, oi-oing your way around town. You sit down, you put your feet up. What do you, hey, dude, what do you watch on TV?
Takes a photo first.
That's interesting though. I find the Deaconator is an
Mate,
interesting character.
I've been so busy, honestly, and just dealing with your crap. See, we've got to deal with this all
You have
the time.
been on the road a little bit, haven't you? I know you were out, obviously staying with Darren.
What? Oh yeah, so went to Morzine and then.
Yeah. Then you did the world champ.
Worlds, then got back, then did some filming of some sort. It's been a roller coaster, and I wouldn't change it. I'm not dripping. We don't need a plumber. Thank you very much. And then what do we do? I need my little crappy diary, mate. That's what I said. It honestly,
Well, Deeks,
got a diary that does it all.
We don't want you to read from your diary on the
No,
podcast.
exactly.
All I want to know is what do you watch on TV?
Well, I don't, because as soon as I get home, I get roped into doing gardening.
Gardening. There you go.
So-
there you have it. Deeks does
There
gardening.
you go, bit of gardening.
Even if you got anything you've been watching lately?
World Cups maybe.
World Cups. Look
World
at that
Cups.
for the podcast.
That's good.
Perfect segue.
That's
We
good.
had a double header in Snowshoe, right?
We did indeed. We did have a double header in Snowshoe, yeah. I mean, I've got to confess, personally, didn't watch the first round, but I did watch the second round on Saturday.
What about yourself?
There you
Ollie?
go.
Did you watch both?
We watched it all. We've got all of the notes here,
Yeah.
right here. Obviously,
Surprised you fit them all on. But yeah.
well, it's literally just like a results sheet, I think.
Yeah.
So that's helpful, right? Because you don't have that.
No,
So
I
good-
don't. Mate, That's why you're
We don't
involved.
have applause.
I don't know.
Well done, Ali.
Right, so in the first of the double header, we had Reece Wilson coming in with a big win for the UK. He stopped the French invasion. Good to see, right?
That's a massive win as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is a massive win.
He won
It
the
is.
world champs, the pressure's on, and he's gone and delivered. That's sick.
Yeah, with you, for sure. Big win. Should we give him a round of applause as well, or?
Yes, the applause episode. This is nice. This is really nice.
Positivity.
Yes. Yeah. And we got Bruni in second, Vergier on third. So I say we stopped the French invasion. We haven't really, have we? They're still.
They were there hot on the tails, weren't they?
There you go, yeah. And then the women's, we got Valley taking the win.
Yeah.
Camille, Marin, Tani. Yeah, I mean, Valley's killing it. And Young
Yeah,
too.
she is. Dude, that track was gnarly too. Really good track to watch. Because
I tell
it,
you what,
again,
was it
had
just-
a bit of everything.
Was it just a rock garden?
It looked pretty much like a rock garden. A lot of flats going on. Yeah. It was, yeah.
Fire road.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
one bit of fire road. The fun bit at the top with all the jumps, pretty high speed fit bit looked fun. It had a mix of everything again. It was good.
Oh, did you see Brooks crash, actually?
yeah, Brooke,
Another
crash,
So
man.
gnarly.
He
I
crashes
mean,
it.
that much of a
He's a
gnarly
unit,
thing.
isn't he?
Yeah, he is a unit, yeah. I find it crazy that, like, in the first 2 seconds of the track, there are probably more rocks than in all of the Surrey Hills.
Yeah.
For that reason, I don't want to race snowshoe.
Yeah, it's gnarly track, dude. Super gnarly. It was a good race to watch as well. Well, round 2 that I watched was obviously really good
Yeah,
race
so
to
they
watch.
changed up a few small things on the track, right?
Yeah, nothing major, I don't think. Just a few little bits here and there for the most part. I think.
I can
I mean-
imagine it's really hard to stay motivated on a double header if you're a World Cup racer. Like, that's an intense
6 days,
weekend.
wasn't it? Of like full
Yeah.
on 6 days of full riding. Which
Yeah,
is,
so
you know,
do you do track walk again, and that's your day off, kind of, and then
No, they
Yeah.
didn't have it off, did they? They did race, and then literally the next day was...
quali.
No, sorry, I'll shut up.
practice, then quali, then race. Wasn't it?
I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess for 6 days, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
really a day off. You're just hammering out laps, but I guess
Yeah.
you don't need as much practice maybe for the second one. It'd be interesting.
Did they change anything? I think last year when they had like double headers in Portugal, they changed
There's
tracks
small
or just
bits.
Small bits.
It's just small bits, yeah. It was nothing major. It was just little bits here and there, I think. Yeah.
Push
Probably
it
should have
rock.
looked.
Right.
But sometimes we don't, so there we go.
There we go, and we move on to the second one. Hopefully we can renew. Hopefully we can have some enthusiasm from you for the second.
Dude, well, yeah, well, the second one, it all came down to the second one, didn't it? For the World Cup champ, whatever you call it. It's so confusing. Why do
It
you
is
have two?
So it's the World Cup overall.
World Cup overall, all came down to the final one, and Loic was like, look, I want to go down last, I want to qualify first, I want all the pressure on, I want to bring it, and he brought the A game big.
So am I right?
Big A
But,
game.
you might be able to confirm this. Had he already cleaned up the overall when he was in
No.
the start?
He had
No,
to finish
yeah.
top 5. He had to finish top 5. It was between him and Loris, and then Loris crashed.
Right.
He made a few mistakes, crashed, hit a tree, and then it basically came down to it's Deprella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deprella, yeah. He could have won it even though he wasn't even there if Loic didn't finish top 5. So yeah, Loic had to bring the heat, and he did, and won the whole thing by 0.01 over Brosnan.
How crazy is that, eh?
Yeah, insane. He just wanted the pressure on it. I don't know if I could have dealt with that personally. In fact, I know I probably couldn't have dealt with that personally, because you see so many people crumble under that kind of pressure, don't you?
Goodness, being
Last
last
down the hill,
I did.
got it to finish top 5.
I did Trans Madeira a few years ago or whatever, and just for a laugh, because obviously it's pretty freestyle in like a multi-stage enduro race, like Trans Madeira. I just waited until I was the last person down, and then I like hyped myself up and imagined being like the first place qualifier.
Did you wreck?
Terrifying.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun exercise, but it was terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, not a nice place to be at all.
Yeah, I guess
But yeah,
one
fair
of the-
play to him. He wanted it.
Did you do the
Wanted the
noise?
pressure.
Always,
Like,
always, yeah. There was zero pressure, but I did the. Yeah,
you did it. Okay.
Done. I feel we need to mention the junior.
Yeah, Jordan Williams. Yeah,
He's never won one, and then he won 2 at once.
that's
a junior.
solid.
Did he? Yeah. Didn't know that. Wow.
Really good one.
The UK as well, so it's good to
UK
see.
guy, yeah. Yeah, I think Jordan Williams ex-moto guy as well, maybe, or crossover into motocross a little bit. I believe so. I might be off on that, but I'm pretty sure he's got a moto background.
Real interesting, that, isn't it? The crossover.
Yeah, yeah, it is, because it goes one way quite well, but it doesn't seem to go the opposite way as easily. I think that's what I think when we spoke about it before, we pretty much summed up that going from a motocross bike to a downhill bike is quite an easy transition, but going the opposite way around is really difficult.
Hey, interestingly, we've spent the weekend with Eben's good friend Kai Harter, and
Right.
he's amazing on a downhill bike. It's actually insane, isn't it?
He's too talented, but I hope he doesn't listen to this then, because he would think, well, we can't give him that, but he's actually way too talented on like every 2-wheel thing. Like he even on the moto this year he tried supermoto, first year doing hard enduro, and then he joins the hard enduro world championship, and now he wants to try a downhill race. And was he faster than you? Know how fast was he? You were 2 seconds faster, I think. You were 2 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah,
two
you were.
seconds.
Diggs
faster.
had 2 seconds,
2 seconds
up
on him.
Yeah, but
But he
he
was
snapped his
master.
chain and broke his. Wait, he snapped his
Right,
chain
right.
and got a puncture.
Right, that's it. I'm sorry.
No, but
we had
quite
quite an entertaining night on Friday, though, didn't we? And I think that's 5 seconds in the bag.
Yeah,
straight
exactly.
away.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
That was actually quite fun on Little Escapade.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, what are you getting up to? Come on, you got to share now.
Well, no, we did.
What's
It's just
it?
like you don't have nights out anymore, do you? And Winterberg historically has been one of the biggest parties. Like it used to be where they held Bergline. Do you remember the Bergline slopestyle contest?
No.
Red Bull Bergline. It's massive, right?
Was it even a diamond event? So it was like the same as the Crankworks, but then they had it for 2 years. I think.
Yeah.
2 years.
2012 and 2013, I guess,
Yeah.
or 2013 and 2014.
Right.
And, Reynolds and Lakandigi, they double flipped the first jump, so it was quite big. Yeah.
It was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they've squished the course down.
Darren helped to build it. Darren Barrowcloth.
Right.
And then they moved the ramps afterwards, so
Yeah,
it
I mean,
stayed.
you don't want that in a bike park, do you?
But the course looks the same, should have the same character. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like still the same layout.
Yeah. Wow. So that was at Winterberg.
Yeah. It's quite a. So I've been going there for years for DMR. Like I used to have the stand there, so it was like an event that I went to for years, and it was always just mind blowing how enthusiastic like the German mountain bike audience is for like an event like that. It's really, really good. Like I guess the only thing that we have that's even remotely similar is the Malverns, right?
Yeah. It's basically, this is a grown-up Malvern.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. How big is like mountain biking? Mo will probably know this in Germany compared to the UK. In like how many times bigger would you say it is?
I have no clue because I cannot imagine the scene, but because it's quite hard to tell. These guys all hang around with Brandog and Sam Reynolds and Chopper and all these guys, so they're quite compressed in the south.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell if it's much bigger or.
I think the biggest mountain bike market is North America, then Germany.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I thought it was.
German, Austrian, Switzerland region, maybe, yeah.
Right.
Because with the Alps and everything.
Yeah.
But for us, it's Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and then the other countries like Italy, France, and Spain add up, and UK is somewhere in between.
Oh, okay.
But this year it got quite difficult to get bikes to UK due to Brexit. So
Oh yeah,
Big
Brexit. Should we not talk about Brexit?
No.
No, let's not bring the tone down. And so Winterberg, the Brexit. Yeah. No, let's not go down the politics route again. It doesn't end well. What about Winterberg? Is that one of the biggest like resorts in Germany, or is there other stuff?
I think Winterberg is kind of special because it's like we said, it's like only a hill and it's in the middle of north of Germany. So obviously you have bigger bike parks and bigger mountains in the south of Germany, which is almost Austria. So it's the Alps are obviously way better to ride bikes. But Winterberg is more in the middle of Germany. So that's why it's quite special, and there's so many people can come there because it's not such a long drive like going to the Alps.
But it's unbelievable as like a facility, isn't it?
And it's quite. They have it quite long. It's like I don't know how many people go there just for bike riding. So they have, I don't know how many tracks. I think 14 tracks in Bike Park Winterberg, and there's so many people, Dutch people, even traveling there and just having family holidays. And they have super easy tracks where you can rent your bike out and stuff like that. That's a pretty common thing to go try out mountain biking there. Even there are a lot of astronauts going down there, but it's pretty cool. It's like a lot. It makes it easy to enter.
Well, you can.
It really does. You saw him in Lycra and all sorts.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really
So it pretty much grew naturally. It's not like a ski resort pushing themselves to have something going on in the summertime, because they are running it for quite a long time already. So it grew time by time. And,
right, dude, you know, like you go to even Whistler and like the lift is almost like how you put your bike on is like a bit shonky almost. It always feels like a modified ski lift. Whereas in Winterberg it's like probably the most dialed ski lift. Like they have a contraption where it grabs the front wheel and it goes like and right. I thought this is super weird. Me and Benny did a run on GoPro. We got to the bottom. We watched the GoPro back on the lift. The lift up is too quick. You can't watch the whole run. So the lift is slower than, like the lift is faster than the way down. How insane is that?
It's not a big hill, but I mean, you guys were riding the down track under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can probably do, because they had an old lift before and it was took quite some time, but now they really have like a 6 chair for 6 people in the winter, and then you have like at the moment 3 bikes can fit, and it's really fun system.
Yeah.
And you can do like in 6 or 7 minutes if you're not acute at the bottom, you can do a run. So you can really bang out laps there.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this like your local bike park too then, dude?
Nah, yeah, I think it's a close bike park to me. Yeah, it's like 1.5 hours from where I live. So obviously when I go to the bike park, it's Winterberg quite a lot. But yeah, more riding enduro or whatever at home than bike park.
But you feel local there.
I feel local there. Yeah. I know people.
So you might remember Willingen World Cup.
Yeah.
It's like like Bren got the front cup, one of his first dirt front covers there, where he's like doubling up some rocks. That's in Willingen, right?
Could be, yeah.
And he's on
2005.
There you go.
I remember that.
2005. Yeah, so
Where's that? South.
That's really close. Like you can see it, right? Well, Deeks. Okay, so Deeks says you can see it. He even says you can't.
It's close, yeah.
It's close, yeah.
Maybe it's because my eyes are better or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what you think it is. You know, your sniper eyesight.
No, he brought his military binoculars.
Yeah, that's where you had your binoculars. Is that what it was? Yeah. So that's yeah, so you can see it with binoculars. It's close.
It's proper 40-minute drive.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good trip anyway. It's cool. Really
It's
cool.
a really cool venue. It generally is a really cool venue. It's a long way to go for a short track, but if you're in the area, it's a really cool venue.
Yeah. So you just had it planned that you passed through there because you've driven over, right, from the UK. Yeah.
And to be fair, even if I wasn't coming here, I'd still go to Dirtmasters because there's a lot going on.
All the oils, you know.
All the oils, all that stuff.
Meet the fans. Yeah.
It's a lot. Oh, what was it called? He does a meet and Deeks. So it's like meet
That's
and
good.
Meet and Deeks. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
good.
so there we go, yeah.
Yeah, and there we go. Yeah.
Wrap that one up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got to quickly just do a little plug for our show sponsors, Ollie, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
And I thought I'd open up the ad by asking you a quick question, which is to all of you, everyone there, if you could describe your smell in 3 words, like your normal smell, what do you think you'd go for?
You got to be careful here because you end up on a blimmin' top tube sticker.
Go on, what's the Langer Schlanger smell like? I meant that like that's his nickname, not actually what. Yeah, you know.
Langer Schlanger. That is some nickname, I'm telling you. That is gonna. If that doesn't stick, I'll be pretty.
I thought you mean the egg smell.
Oh,
the egg smell.
Yeah, that's not.
Okay,
I appreciate that.
There you go.
What about you, Ollie? What's your 3-word smell?
Fresh.
Oh, you nicked that off me.
Citrus. Menthol.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my because I always like to have chewing
Sounds
gum.
like old people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Deeks, you. I mean, do you know one of Deeks' nicknames?
No, let's not. I see
not
what
gonna do
happens
that,
on
yeah,
this
I'm not
show.
gonna do
Like
that.
you just say
I'm not
stuff.
gonna do
and
it.
stick-
Yeah, no,
like
I won't.
What
I
is
forgot
this?
last time when we were just chatting about the feet. I actually forget it's like actually going to people. I just think it's us
Yeah.
three just chatting.
Yeah.
And then honestly,
Definitely got that vibe from you, mate. To be honest, definitely got that vibe that you had no idea.
It goes. You know the amount of people at Blimmin' Malvern's with the feet tonight. Woohoo! Like, this is fucking shit. What are you doing?
I like how he now comes on the podcast and barely speaks. Like I'm not saying anything.
I've given up today. But anyway, I guess manly.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Decent.
I want to use fresh.
Yeah. Musky, I thought we'd
No,
quite get. No, okay. Musky.
Antique.
Antique.
Erotic.
Antique, erotic, and musky.
Right, whatever. Yeah, done.
She's a lucky girl.
A few flipping clocks and I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up. It's just like,
Davey, what's your smell in 3 words?
I probably would go for. What should we go for? Lavender,
Lavender, okay, yeah.
sweat,
Okay, yeah.
and then the new refined by Manscaped. How about that? You like that? Dude, it's waiting for you at home. She's nice.
Oh, I can't wait. And how would I get my
Manscaped.
hands on that if I was to buy some?
Dude, you just have to go to manscaped.com, enter the promo code RideCompanion20, 20% off anything and everything.
Dude, it can't be that easy. So you literally just go to the website, manscaped.com.
Dude, it's insane. And it literally
you
comes up on like a computer and stuff.
Yeah.
Ride Companion 20. It just comes up, and all you do is you can use these things like these mouse things, like mouse trackpads and stuff.
Yeah.
You just click the thing, and then a couple of days later, just turns up in your house. It's insane.
So Ride Companion 20, manscaped.com. Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, you can get the new cologne. You can get the all new. You can get obviously what we've got, which is the 4.0 Manscaped, the lawnmower 4.0.
Yeah.
You can get that. You can give yourself a good trim up before you go on your travels, which no doubt you didn't do because
I always do.
Yeah, all right.
Can I get all this
Anyway.
in Germany?
Yeah, Dave, it's a good
Yes.
question. That's available
Yeah,
in Germany.
international shipping available anywhere in the world. Same code.
Yeah.
Ride Companion 20. Good shout, even. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. So yeah, easy as that. Ride Companion 20. Manscaped.com.
Manscaped.com.
It's been good, man. So many people have been getting them, but thankfully, no one sent any photos of like a well trimmed.
It's nice though. It's nice to think that you have a positive impact on the world, through a podcast, isn't it? Like, I think actually we should have, like, I'm expecting some thank you notes from partners of people who have used the code Ride Companion on manscaped.com. Just saying,
or at least a photo.
keeping the streets clean, Because no one
I mean,
will go downtown if the
you
streets
wouldn't-
are not clean.
Yeah, you wouldn't eat hairy food, would you?
There you go. Exactly.
So think about it like that. Would you eat hairy food? No. So
No.
get it trimmed up. All right.
Brilliant. Fantastic. What's next? Have you got any listener questions today? Because I
We
think
have.
it's a good day for that.
Yeah, we have. I've also got two more things that we need to talk about. What are you doing on December the 4th? Do you know? You probably don't. But what do you think you might? Do you think you might be free on December the 4th? Deeks, Ollie, you guys, if you want to come to the UK, it's a Saturday.
It's a might be, because I might be in New York.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Gallivanting, eh?
Are you? No.
Yeah, I'm going on holiday.
You're going down
You're
on
not
your knees.
allowed. You're not allowed. You're going to have to cancel it. We've got an event.
Not looking good, is it?
I know, go on, David. Just say what's going on.
I want to try and do a podcast meetup, like a charity bike ride.
Amazing.
Where we're going to get people to come along, buy a ticket to come, hang out with everyone like you guys. And all of the money that we raise is going to go to refugees and buy them all Christmas dinner.
Brilliant idea, dude. And absolutely, I'll be there.
He'll be there as long as it's 5 mile radius of his house.
No, I will be there. Where
I feel like
is
we're
your-
going to go. I feel like we've got to go somewhere semi-central, and I feel like Forest of Dean could be the one.
Yeah, we need to go
Further
up. Right. Yeah,
Further
you're right.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just put it out there.
We owe you. We need to go up.
Only because you're in New York. We need to go up.
No.
Tell you what, mate, yeah, making Fort William, yeah, I'll see you there.
Well, let's do a bit. Why don't we leave it to the listeners and the people who are actually going to come?
Yeah,
this-
we'll look at dates as well. It's not a set in stone date. I just thought I'd throw that date out there as a bit of a maybe that'll work. It could be the end of November. It can be whenever.
Amazing. I'm
Alright.
free on the 25th.
Oh yeah, we could do 25th. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Might limit the number of people. Cool. Brilliant
Yeah,
idea.
maybe.
Love it.
And then the other thing is that we needed to sort of talk about, just because it went way more viral than I thought it ever would do, which is MTB Celebrity Deathmatch. So we've put it, I was just sat chilling, and I was thinking about Logan Paul, and I was thinking about all these YouTube videos, and I thought, I wonder who people would want to see fight, like from the mountain bike world. And the response was, I've never seen anything like it. Basically, think of any rider from the past 20 years. Someone wants Deeks to fight him. It's insane. Boy, girl, man, like someone wants Deeks to go toe to toe with him. But yeah, so we did a.
Let's just talk appearance fees and then we carry it
We
on.
can do it on live on YouTube. You probably do really
Well, here's
well.
my thought, right? Here's the thought, and it's a big thought. It's a big thought. It's massive. But could we pull off a live MTV Celebrity Deathmatch with tickets in a centre, like small arena, very small?
Yeah.
I love how it's like a mountain bike podcast and it's a boxing match just with mountain bikers. Like it's
Yeah, but the name's perfect, Deeks. MTB Celebrity Deathmatch. It's like the perfect name, and all of the money. Again, we could do it for charity. We could do something. We could get you and Blake need to go head to head. I reckon.
Blake's strong, dude.
Blake won in the poll.
I'm
Did
not
he?
surprised.
Blake won?
No, he's a unit. Blake is.
Is he?
He's just about
Is he?
4 foot tall. That's the only problem with Blake.
So do you think you could take it?
We ain't got the reach for boxing. But he's a strong
Oh, really?
guy. Yeah.
I can't. Deeks is going to be humble now, but I can't say he's exactly quaking in his boots about anyone in the mountain bike industry.
Brooke.
Brooke would be nice.
Yeah, Brooke.
Just
Brooke would be a
good.
fight.
You'd knock him out and he'd still get up. He'd be like yeah. Although
Yeah,
I
it would.
did
It'd be
see
like
it,
that Fight Club scene.
genuinely,
Just keep standing up.
I'd love to see Bren and Jono because they're so
Yeah.
evenly matched in like build and size and everything. And like Jono's had experience in sparring
Yeah.
and he's broke his jaw.
Oh, he did, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
And like the pair of them together would be the dream because in a way they can just bang each other. It'd be like just the best. Just be like, go on boys, whack each other. It'd be so
I feel like
sick.
they'd be on the undercard and you'd be like the main event though. So we need to don't you think like Deeks is the main
Yeah,
event?
dude, there's so many people that reached out and were like, I'd actually do it. One of the people you mentioned was like, yeah, I'll fight for sure. So I think it
Well, Jono
It could happen.
would be.
I would love to see
Yeah.
Sean. Because he's probably against Bren. He'd probably have like a chip on his shoulder, like he has.
Yeah.
Oh, big time,
yeah.
big time.
Gosh,
Yeah. I think it'd be good, wouldn't it? If we could sell tickets, we could get, charity stuff, we could
merch.
live broadcast, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a cracking idea, dude.
I'd love to fight you, Ollie. It'd be hilarious. We could go toe to toe, me and you on the undercard.
I generally
Yeah.
right, Dan. Well, that's the rule. I will do it if you two do it.
I go.
Like,
Davey, I don't want to punch you, dude.
You can't just line people up and you two just sit in your deck chairs going, yeah, let's
No,
make it happen.
I'm in, definitely. Definitely.
David, all I'm saying is the training, like we're talking realistically here. Like, when's this going to happen?
Okay, well, I think obviously it's got to be off season, right? So it's got to be some sort of like February, March kind of time. So you could start training in January and have a good 3 months training, and obviously, Deeks, the Connie out of this dude. Training for a boxing match. Look at what Logan Paul's done with it. Think what you can do with it.
You know?
Yeah.
If there's a rib shot in there, I don't know if it'd be fun.
Gotta say, Davey, I'm targeting the ribs already. I've talked to my team.
Dude, by that point, you're in. By that point, it's all good. I feel like obviously you'd have to do headgear maybe for this because I don't think we'd get it sanctioned.
That's just the kickboxing with Ollie.
Yeah.
Kickboxing for Ollie, and you.
It's funny you bring it up because honestly, the one thing I was like thinking I could really do with another of in my life is a concussion.
Yeah, totally. I go easy on you for sure. Like just arms maybe.
The thing is, Davey, genuinely, like he's going to go for your ribs, but on the flip side, look at this target area you've got on him. You've got the biggest cow head just to.
Look how big it's like a fridge.
You have 2 pairs of boxing gloves and you're still
getting there. It's like a safe. You can just swing and you're going to hit me.
I reckon it's the thing. I reckon we can pull it off. I genuinely do. I think we can get a few fights lined up. There's people that do it. We do it for charity. MTB Celebrity Deathmatch. Tons of content coming out of it. Warm up, all of the... You'll be like Rocky, dude, just with your training videos, like, fighting Blake.
Dude,
it's on.
If I remember rightly, what's the show in Vegas, the bike show?
Interbike.
They used to have a boxing ring in the KHE stand, and Corey Anastasio went up. Do you remember that at all?
The German BMX brand.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was it KHS? I can't remember. But I actually remember them having it at a bike show. And like Corey, a lot of people out. We should find that. That'd be that. It'll be.
And we just do it all for charity, mental health charity or something like.
Yeah.
But having it at Melbourne in the mid-season is quite a bad idea.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. Love the idea. Crack idea, dude.
Did you come up with this idea because he got his entry song already picked last podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I said that. This would be my entry song. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Well, you can have that if you want, and then I'll knock you out, and then you can leave with it as well.
Perfect, dude. You'd have country music, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Would you have country music your entry?
And like to make more money, we have like bookies there as well. Just
we should. We should, right? Make it like proper betting.
Yeah. I think it can be pulled off. You know what this thing's like? It will happen if it's like. I know Blake's up for it anyway. I spoke to Blake. He was well in.
Brilliant. Poor Blake.
All right, we'll get it sorted. I'll let you know the date.
Keep in the diary.
NEC Arena.
I'll check that diary that day to make sure.
He might have coaching on, but I don't know. Yeah.
Might have a beard trimmer or.
Might have a haircut.
You might have another.
Should we do some listener questions?
Let's do some listener questions, dude. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay. At Matt_Nichols. Best trail suggestion in Madeira.
Okay, so we've all been to Madeira, right?
We have, but it's like I wouldn't know a trail. You just
okay. So my trail is the toboggan run. I'm going to get it in first because I feel like Eden would do the same. So it's the toboggan run. It's basically it's a Levada trail. If you speak to John at Freeride Madeira, he'll be able to take you straight there. It's a real adventure. You go through a load of tunnels and then you get to the most perfect loam trail down a gully, and you can go warp speed.
Right.
If you want to check it out, go on Dog's Life episode something in Madeira with me and Bren going down it, which is coming out very soon. I don't think it's out yet, actually.
Oh, go on.
I was just thinking, I'm like, I haven't seen that.
No, it's coming soon, so that's even more exciting.
Yeah. It's a teaser. It's a teaser right now.
Yeah. What about you?
100% would agree with that one. But I'm thinking about a different kind of style of trail too, and I think another trail I remembered was the Pombush, which is actually a trail built by the Pombo brothers on the west of the island. It's a bit more fast too, but dry, dusty, flowy,
Yeah.
big compressions in it, and really long.
Yeah, I know the one.
That one's another one.
That's
of the
really cool.
100,000 of trails that stood out on the island. It's
Is it the
literally
one that
best.
finishes with the switchbacks?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that is a kill. That's a great suggestion. Yeah.
And what was that one called?
I think
Pom-
Pombush, because it was built by the two Pombo brothers.
Yeah, and they don't have a Manscaped sponsorship.
Not yet.
Yeah. So they're the Pombush brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. I like it. It's good.
It's all about experiences, isn't it?
Yeah,
The one that
absolutely.
finished
Yeah.
by the pub.
Oh, the one.
Like,
there
honestly,
you go.
like you finished at the beach, and we all had a beer, and it was like the best
Yeah.
experience for that.
Madeira is
reason.
good for that, isn't it? Yeah.
That's sick. Nice. Good one. There you go, Matt. Like, he knows everything now.
Good
At Tim Gosnold, favourite board game? I mean,
What? Like,
I have one.
Good. Okay.
Deeks, it's a mountain bike podcast.
Yeah.
Ollie will like it because he's now well into chess. Because
Chess,
I don't
yeah.
know if you
I'm
if you
so
told
good at
the story
chess.
that we.
I
Yeah.
need to learn to play that, actually. I need to learn. I can't do that.
We I don't know, we fucked it up a bit because we didn't know the rules and we didn't really look them up.
Yeah.
And we had the wrong rules, and then we came to the point where we actually can't win it, just like the
Yeah.
queen was still
Just
staying
a
on
couple
the
of
king.
there
we're
were a
just
couple of
moving
horses
over.
just trotting around. Horses trotting around. We didn't really. Yeah, we got it a bit wrong.
galloping
but
off in the
Yeah.
distance.
Quite a long night,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was no, but we'll get there, won't we? We'll improve.
Yeah, I think now we know the
Yeah,
rules,
chess.
or we knew it at least.
Deeks.
Just thinking of like Christmas Day and Monopoly.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, quick
Yeah,
round
that's
of
a good one.
yeah.
You know, you're just there. With
Monopoly
all
will
your-
Monopoly will divide a family on Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
you're right.
That'll ruin your day, won't it?
Do you remember Mousetrap? All the plasticky, crappy pieces in it, it'd all break, but it was amazing, wasn't
That
it?
was good. Yeah. There was one where you pressed a button in the middle. I think that was called Frustration. I used to like that one. Operation was pretty good.
Oh, the old
Yeah,
skeleton.
Operation
Yeah,
was good. Mo, do you have any?
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called in English.
What's it called in German?
Mensch, ärgere dich nicht.
What? Say again.
Mensch, ärgere dich nicht.
Mensch ärgere dich nicht.
Don't get angry.
Just explain how the game works.
Why, you have 4 players and everybody has 4 figures.
Yeah.
And then you need to throw a 6 and then you can go out and walk around to the board.
You kick each other out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So don't get angry. There we go. A German suggestion. That's
there we
good.
go.
Okay.
Or if you want a quick and sharp
Very
game, Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, I thought you.
Ooh, good one.
And I was going to say a binhead is not a board game. Deeks. Only you enjoy.
It's just like. Anyway, there we go. Oh, this is late.
At jacobskis.art, what's your favourite German food?
Schnitzel.
I was going to say schnitzel as well. Yeah, schnitzel.
Schnitzel's good.
Oh, Spätzli.
Spätzle?
Spätzli. Das ist super schön.
Oh yeah? Super schön.
Spätzli mit mein Spätzli. Und Spätzli. Say it, you say it.
it's hard for me to say it.
Okay.
I don't know which order you.
I don't know either.
Spätzle und Spezi mit meinen Spezi.
Yeah, that.
Spätzle?
So that means I'm
Spätzle.
having. So is it Bavarian?
Swabian.
Also, Swabian.
Yeah.
Swabian. Okay. So it's like a pasta
Swabian.
cheese dish, right?
Well, no, yeah, the Spätzle is just a kind of noodle,
Yeah.
but typical for Swabian area
There you
and
go.
Bavarian area.
And then there's also Spätzli,
Which is a Coke and a Fanta.
Coke and Fanta mixed together, also known as mezzo.
They always do that.
Yeah.
Always do that from my time driving through Germany.
Banana.
Oh yeah, Kiba. It's a fantastic
What's that?
drink. Das ist Kirsche und Bananensaft,
Banana soda.
which is it's cherry and banana juice, just like thick juice, and it's all marbled. It's so nice. We've had a lot of that, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keebington.
Okay, alright. But yeah, the Coke and Fanta thing, really good.
really good.
Is a pretzel German?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bavarian. Pretty Bavarian, yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Swabian, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And you'd think it'd be American, wouldn't you?
That's Swabian because it's always like the war, but Bavarian is Swabian.
I'm not a Swabian, but yeah.
But Bavarian.
No.
Oh no. This is going to turn into a next one.
We've got a next boxing match, and I know
My money is so on Mo.
I don't know if it's such a smart idea to like
Schlanger's got nothing. He's KO in the first round.
that's it.
to fight your team.
Yeah, team manager Mo is going to knock him out. Yeah.
We just need to align it with his contract, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's end of year boxing match just to finish things off.
I didn't mean it.
Sorry.
What's up next?
Adam B. Pickard. This is a good one actually. How does one do a whip? Any tips?
Don't look at me.
No, you did the whip off. You did well in the whip
Well,
off.
look at his video on YouTube and you find out how not to.
How not?
No, Dixon's got whips.
Well, I'd say you've got decent whips.
Well,
You've got decent whips, haven't you?
I managed to blag my way through to. I beat 2 people in the heat, so I was quite happy with that. You know.
All right. You're more of like throw the whip, I'd say, as you've left the takeoff, whereas some people carve up and the whip is already insinuated up the takeoff. Is that accurate? Would you say, or
let's just say some people whip and I just bum whip. Yeah, it's one of those things.
I mean, that was a nice way of use. Yeah. All right, you said it.
Egan's got massive whips. Come on,
Yeah.
give it some tips.
It depends on the jump.
Oh,
That's the
here
first
we
thing.
go.
Life. It's not always sorry that I can't explain the whip in a 15-second reel, but this is not how life works. No. You have to learn whip on different jumps.
Okay, there you go.
And a whip is very unique.
Yeah.
There's not a set. Like doing a no-hander is sort of a no-hander, but a whip is very unique to each rider, isn't
And
it?
if you want to destroy a unique thing, you have to start comparing it, and we're not doing this.
No, we're not. It's the thief of joy.
Two of us actually
It's
competed
like-
in whip offs, which is
There you go.
basically the pinnacle of that. But yeah, actually the pinnacle of comparing something unique. Wow.
Slanger.
So I find big bike whips really different to like hardtail whips. Because hardtail whips, I can go really like almost backwards, but it's because I'm pulling up so hard.
And the bike's a lot shorter.
Yeah,
as
and the
well.
bike's short, and then on a big bike you tend to do it like off like long jumps, which I never really got. I have to pull up to whip.
Well, with the long
Right.
bike, a lot of speed.
Yeah,
and with the
yeah.
dirt bike, you just end up on a zero gravity.
Exactly, so you can
moment
get
and then-
backwards and then drop in, So I carve loads. Do you carve loads?
Yeah. Just to get like the leaning in, you have to.
Yeah. It was really interesting actually. We shot the Design for Down shoot with the Sam Squared. Me and Deeks were on e-bikes and we were the only 2 people riding it. So there's this fresh jump, big jump.
Yeah.
with Just 2 guys
fresh
hitting it.
tracks.
And Deeks whips one way, I whip the other, and there's 2 diagonal. It literally looks like crazy people were jumping off the side of a jump because we're both carving that much. Like,
But we didn't think we'd carved that much
No,
into
you
it,
don't
'cause
think
it was
you
quite
do
a
it,
fast
yeah.
jump. And when we saw it, it was like we weren't anywhere near the main part.
Yeah, you're going 30 miles an hour, like diagonally up a lip. I don't even know if that's good technique, but
I'd say so. I think if you basically want to be turning off the lip to
yeah,
bring it back, which is
Yeah, I think the easiest way to think about whipping is relaxing. Because if you try and force a whip, you get stuck. So a lot of beginners try and force a whip, they get stuck, and then they wonder why they land sideways or crash or whatever.
there you go.
But
True.
you got
there
to
you go.
find
Yeah,
your way.
flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it.
Flow like
Like
ribbon.
it.
If you want to look cool on a photo,
Hang on, before you start saying this, who was out first at the whip off? Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
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 We're gonna show you a picture. If you want to look cool, you could do a whip and then look to the camera so it looks like you're actually whipping further. But if you do,
I say.
Hey.
That's a cheat code.
you better have mirror lens goggles or make sure they're really.
Okay, we'll send you this
Okay, so you
photo.
make sure to look at the photographer because Deeks looks over to the photographer but still have the eyes on the left.
Like,
Like a chameleon.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Chameleon.
Eyes on the prize, mate.
That's it, man. Eyes on the prize.
Oh,
Lewis Craig, do you prefer to fly or drive for a Euro trip?
Flying's easier, but when you start taking kit, that's where you've got to be honest with yourself. Like the amount of admin and faffing.
Yeah.
Like, imagine us coming.
Did you take some merch out there, Deeks? Is the van full?
No, mate, but that will be launching very, very soon. So it hasn't officially.
We got a
launched
date.
yet.
Can we plug a date?
Well, not yet. I'd have to speak with the boys and see what's what. They're building a website as we speak, so hopefully very, very soon. But certainly before Christmas. Yeah. So,
of course.
So
Christmas gift.
Just ready for Black Friday.
Just
Some
ready.
guy, yeah.
Black Friday, the Christmas giveaway, the
my.
Christmas ride. Well, I wasn't really planning on plugging, but it seems we were talking
No,
about
you do it.
manscaping and things. Yeah, so there we go. So Malvern's was a real good success. We launched our first 5 jerseys, and they went down pretty well. And then
What, you sold all 5?
that was quite quick and quite good. I can't wait for this boxing match now. All good. So yeah.
Good.
I'll update
Good, man.
you.
I'm excited to
I'm
see.
going to be pestering you to come back on the podcast when it's all up and running. So there we go.
Oh, yeah. Mate, no problem. We'll make that happen if you want to do that.
Let's see what happens.
It's two different things for me because I think if you go in a van, it's like a road trip, isn't it? It's fun. You get to see things along the way. If you're just there for a short period of time, flying is a lot better. So yeah, it depends if you've got time, I guess.
And it's kit. Like the thing is, you need to take if you're going for a long. If you're going to the French Alps, you probably want to take some spares.
Yeah, like we have e-bikes with us and normal bikes, which you can't do flying. So
Yeah.
there's always
Yeah,
that.
too
Right.
much. Yeah, for sure. Okay, good. All right, this is like a bit of a random one, but we'll go for it anyway. Not, normal. At H. Spencer, who is your biggest inspiration? It's a bit broad, but we'll just roll with it.
Deeks.
So that's put me on. In mountain biking, it was definitely PT. Like what he's achieved, but then at the same time, you look at what Greg Minar's recently done. You think, wow, what a bloke.
Yeah.
What about outside mountain biking, Ben?
Outside of mountain biking, yeah.
Don't know. It's so hard. Probably it would come in a minute. I'm just.
You've always had Deeks has always really looked up to Margaret Thatcher.
I don't know if you can use that. She's 6 feet under now, and she won't be very impressed. What a guy! What a guy!
Even.
I think in mountain biking, I think it's quite easy. I'm a slopestyle guy, and Brent Semenuk obviously must be one of the most inspirational riders ever. And it looks like he's still enjoying what he does, and he's just doing what he loves and doing the project he does, and that I think is quite cool, and still being the craziest guy out there.
What did you think of Realm? What was your standout takeaway trick? Because we did a watch along in the last episode.
We did some heavy breathing to it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I can't do that. Quite a few. I mean, obviously, what he did on that box with the manual stuff is always crazy. So it looks like a BMX skate park move, but on a proper slopestyle feature.
And they are big features when you look at them. They're not small, are they?
No. He's not heading anymore.
Playing.
No, he ain't
What about
playing.
you, Ollie? What are you working with?
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Cool
Didn't knew that, eh?
And I don't know in bikes, obviously PT. Just you can't not. Yeah, PT. Martin Ashton and
Big time,
continues
actually.
to. We were so lucky growing up. I feel like we had pick of so many amazing riders. Like it was everyone. I really idolised every pro I saw, to be honest.
We were so magazine oriented.
Yeah, it was
weren't
just
we?
magazines like
And
once every
Martin.
2 months even for dirt, wasn't it? And so it was like anyone you see in there.
Yeah.
And then Mike in on a BMX, or Christopher, some of those early BMX movies, dirt jump ones, Rhythm, stuff like that. A lot of those riders really stuck with me. But
Dude, that clip you shared the other day on your Instagram stories of that dude boosting is...
oh yeah, that's gone viral, hasn't it? That's so rad. Makes me want to get my heart out and go
Yeah,
home.
but... What about Mo? Mo's right there. Come on, Mo.
Well, probably Aaron Chase and Jeff Lenowski and all these guys from the match video scene and all these Aaron Chase videos from back in the days. They got me hooked, really.
Yeah.
A lot of street riding and trial influenced riding. So.
And you got to actually work with a lot of those guys at Resolution, right?
Yeah, back in the days. That was quite one of those moments when I just talked to you about it.
Yeah.
I never experienced like a fanboy moment because I never had those idols or anything. And then back then at the Nissan Qashqai Challenge, I first met Aaron Chase and I was like, oh, that's actually Aaron Chase I'm working with. And it was quite hard to deal with, to be honest. Before I met everybody else, but Darren Barakov, all these guys, but that's my actual idol, and then it was quite different.
Yeah, that's sick. You don't realise all those years like studying stuff, you don't realise that it like has an impact almost to you until you like meet the person. You're like, fuck, whoa.
Yeah. True.
What about you, Davey?
I guess mountain bike wise, it's hard with Petey because he's local too, and like I grew up, with family that know Steve, and used to see Steve quite a lot out and about. So it's hard. I guess in a way, Steve was a big part of me even getting a mountain bike, which is something I don't think I've ever even shared. Like when I was living in America and I was super over being out there, we were exchanging emails, and he sorted me a V10 out, and that's how I got into downhill and stuff, was through that basically. I got home and it was ready to go, and it was all sorted through Steve. That was really nice. So Steve's definitely been a pretty big part of that, to be honest with you. And obviously, just like I say, being somewhat close to him growing up and watching his whole career sort of grow and become world champion and everything. So Steve for sure. And then outside, God, it's Travis Pastrana for me all the time. It's just like everything. I guess it sort of connects as well, just because he's done so much for action sports in general, and then like transitioning out of that and just being a wizard at marketing and growing businesses and just killing it in day-to-day life as a human being. It's hard not to be inspired by that, I think. So two great picks. Should we do one more?
Let's do it.
All right. Last one, at Sideways Sam. Best tips for creating a better riding scene in my local area. It's dead. So what does he do to get his local riding scene going?
First of all, it's not for lack of names, because that could have been a name made by us last weekend. Sideways Sam.
Sideways Sam is
pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice,
What about you, Oath? What's your riding scene like? What's the crew like where you're from? Because obviously I see you ride with the same guy, Texty, quite a bit.
Where are you, French?
Really good. I still have the big dirt jump spot where you've probably seen it, like that documentary, and there's still a big scene around that. Like still, I can go to the dirt jump spot any Tuesday and Thursday night, and I know I have my friends there, and I have a lot of enduro friends too, where we have group rides every week, and I think if it wouldn't be for them, I don't know if I would be riding that much and that well, just because it's more about the people around, right? So I think what for us was one of the main points, I think, is get a spot, whether it's dirt jump spot or trails or whatever, to connect not only on a bike, to just build it together, build something up together, which actually makes a scene afterwards, right? Like for us, it's a dirt jump spot mainly, where once you build something like that, you will keep it running, and you will definitely keep a core scene with that.
Yeah.
Ollie, because
building
it's quite interesting though, because you've the south, that area you're from, Surrey Hills and stuff, is one of the, I'd say, the biggest scenes in the UK. It definitely looks like it from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
I know, like you always say, there's a lot of big names as well, right? And that's probably quite helpful. But how have you managed to keep a handle on it and grow it? And it doesn't, I don't know. You are obviously quite a big part of it down there. So.
Well, I just think people don't think about. If people are new to the sport, they don't think about what it actually entails to ride a bike, because you just ride stuff that other people have built. But you can't actually enjoy mountain biking. You can have the coolest hill in the world, and without a track down it, someone's got to build it. Like, you've got to build it. So, I would say that's at the very core of it. Like, building stuff right responsibly making it good, and then you'll have friends that also want to look after it and ride it. And
well, bike parks weren't really a thing when we were
no,
growing
exactly,
up,
but you don't go straight from zero to bike park,
No.
do you? You have to kind of you
build
actually have to
stuff,
build
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you build in. I think people will just find stuff as well. I think that's what's kind of cool. You know, when you go out for a ride, you might not even know that there's a scene in your local area, but then you're like, oh fuck, there's like a trail off this bridle path or fire road or whatever, and then you bump into people, stay friendly, be nice, pick up litter, and I think your scene will just organically grow. In theory, it should do, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
What's your scene like round you, Deeks?
Well, we've got legends like Steve Gill. Like, you think of him when he first started, it was like, do you know what? Going back to inspirational people, I wouldn't say no one know him. He was that inspirational, but certainly when the Animal Tour did their thing with like a little dirt jump, there was Steve Gill doing all the dirt jumps and stuff, and then you obviously had Martin Ashton doing all the trials. Like, so it was really cool. So they obviously had that bit, and then even Chopper, you know, Chops.
Yeah.
Maybe wasn't an inspiration, but it was certainly someone you're like, wow, it's Chops. You know, now I've got to know him real well over the years.
Gilly was though. Gilly was steezy as well, so he was like,
because he came from BMX to mountain biking, which I think back then was probably like, it's quite a gnarly thing to do, because it was so, you're not riding here because you've got a mountain bike, and then obviously he went and did the opposite way. He rode a BMX and then rode a mountain bike. So it was quite cool. So yeah, we've got
quite interesting, you know, to do like a series, and I'm sure it'd be easy to do, where you put on Sprung one, whatever, in the background, and you just chat while it's on. That'd be super interesting, especially with you boys who all know each other. Like, you could do that pretty well, I reckon. There'd be like loads of insights and like, oh fuck, I remember that spot, or you know, whatever. It'd be kind of cool to do that, like a fight companion, but with a mountain bike video.
Yeah, I got my.
I wonder if people do fight companion to our fight night. Maybe.
Probably. I don't know what they'd be talking about. Just like, oh, this guy doesn't look ready for it.
Yeah, this guy's got a limp.
Too, so let's see. Or it'd just be like, oh, Deeks looks so up for it. And he would. He'd be so up for it.
Just on loads of tech. Just get in there, man.
Training at Rampage, mate.
Exactly.
I've got 3 victims now, and try some stuff out on, can we?
Yeah, Benny boy.
Have you guys spoke to Bren much? I've seen his riding again, which is good. So ready to go.
He's taking things slowly, but he'll be good to go.
Sick. Hyped. Bet you are too.
Talking about the MTB Celebrity Deathmatch, I guess there's no doubt who should be the announcer.
Mate, I mean, if Warner's not fighting, Warner would be a great announcer for that.
Warner needs to be fighting though.
Well,
Warner's got to fight.
He can announce himself and do the last fight.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
He could just be mic'd up.
Who would Warner fight though? Who would you have Warner go up against? Who would Warner go up against, do you think? Who'd make good match for Warner?
Warner was Niesling, like
the thing is, I just want
Needles.
a guaranteed win with Warner. You know, you just want to see him celebrate. Imagine the Warner celebration after a fight.
With an egg.
It'd be insane. Yeah, he'd do the egg. All hail the egg. Yeah.
Maybe he could fight the Harry Beast, something like that. Little Harry.
Literally beat up a kid. Yeah. Hey, don't speak to him. He might be up for it. You don't know.
Oh dear. Anyway, dudes, it's been different. Let's put it that way, hasn't it? It's been nice though.
It's been a fantastic episode. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I like having a more dialed setup than you, to be honest.
Oh, it's way dialed, yeah, for sure. No, I just wanted to quickly just say thank you to Mo, but also, is there anything you want to drop in here, Mo, like that people can expect from Focus coming up? I mean, obviously you've got those guys out there at the moment. Any new bikes you can tease?
Well, it's difficult to tease anything these days because everything get postponed.
Yeah, true.
True, very true.
Watch this space.
We're gonna release a new video on Wednesday, but it's more drop bar. So some of our people went to Iceland. They crossed Iceland on their gravel bikes. That's what we're gonna watch on Wednesday after a ride. So we have a social ride on Wednesday with all the people from Focus, and then afterwards we'll have some beer and the live premiere.
There's red carpet, dude. It's legit here. Well, you can see, can't you?
I bought my tuxedo.
Yeah, Dig's got tux. They got 2 dishwashers upstairs. This is they're playing. They're serious. Yeah.
Langer's there. It's all going off.
Are we
Tux, not only outside.
we might do an office tour with Ollie, and you can put it
Yes.
at the end.
Yes, let's
We're
do.
going to do a bonus section at the end of this. There's going to be a bonus section. Ollie, quick tour around where you are, what you're looking at, a couple of minutes. Bonus section coming up.
Can't wait.
All
We'll
right.
get that right away. Thanks for joining us, listeners.
Thank you, everyone. It's been emotional. Lads, don't forget you do this to end the podcast. If you just do a quick.
Gotta do that. And actually, thanks everyone for joining us. Actually, it's nice.
Yeah,
to
thank you.
Let's get back on.
Yeah, good to get even on here. Good to get even on here. Ollie, are you home next week, by the way?
Yeah, I think so for a bit. Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, 3 days.
Might be going to Scotland. Don't know. Yeah, 3 days. I think.
Okay.
And then we're off to
All right, I'll
Rampage.
speak to you about that.
Huh? Then we're off to Rampage.
Okay, well, I'll speak to you about that. We might have got a guest next week. Teaser alert.
Yes. Nice one.
So. All right, it's been emotional, folks. Guys, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having
Where's
us.
our invoice?
Focus.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. This is just one of those. Yeah, this is sort of quite a freestyle operation, really. Where are we?
We are here at Focus HQ and we've been asked to give you guys a sneaky peek.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly where we are. This is where we shot the podcast last night with our guests, all 3 of them in their glory, and of course the Chobber.
The chop. Hang on. I love how it's gone from selfie to just filming me. It's meant to be
Okay,
more
I'm doing
thing.
selfie as well now. Okay, so this way is all of actually the 404 crews, the French Focus team, all of their bikes. Oh, Even's bike as well. I have to be really careful where I point the camera because in that room over there is secrets, and we can't have that, can we, Deeks?
Can't have that.
Where are we
Fridge.
going next?
Well,
Fridge.
mate, don't look that way. Don't look that way. Fridge. So if you find here, certainly for someone like Ollie, spouts off quite a lot. So the perfect recipe is a bit of throat grease.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Enough of that?
I'd like to grease up the throat. Let's go upstairs. Deeks, lead the way.
Female. Male,
Actually, I thought this was quite good. I quite like this. Probably won't be able to see it well, but it says in the toilet here, please take a seat. You are not on a trail. And I got to be honest, I do nighttime sit-down wheeze, so I'm going to start bringing them into the day. You? Follow us this way. This is meeting rooms and kitchen, so you have to be quiet and then loud. And here we are in the kitchen. Kitchen is cool, isn't it? There's a ping pong table. Should we have a quick game?
Quick game.
See if I can balance it. Yes,
Can you see it?
that's pretty good.
Right, so you want a racket?
Yeah, I think.
There's your racket. Because I'm so good. Here's my racket.
He's confident. The pressure's on, Deeks.
Next one. Right, one love.
This is it, this is
sorry,
the decider.
one.
Is a decider.
Listen to that.
Yes. Terribly sorry. Here we go.
And then
This is where everyone gets ready for the lunch rides, which happen every lunch. In fact, we're going to go on one in a minute, aren't we? Next is through to the rest of the office. I really feel like this is sketchy and like we're going to reveal some secret, you know? What can you do? Oh. Sorry, Hills. Meeting room.
And then
What else are you going to show us, Deeks?
lovely road bike there. Probably not even a road bike.
The office goes from noisy to quiet up that end. Noisy, quiet. And all of these desks are hot desks. And of all the desks, the hottest is this desk. Right here. Right. I think our tour is done, don't you? Do you agree, Diggs?
I think that's it.
I've got arm pump because this camera is so heavy.
and we need to get riding, really.
What's riding? It's lunch break.
Thanks for joining us on the Ride Companion. Make sure you
Like, subscribe. Do they do that onto a podcast?
I don't even know these days. I don't even
Comment.
know. Oh, do you want to go into your mouth?
No, not really, but what I can tell you is Oi Oi merch will be available soon. Make sure you check it out.
Done.